Cougars. Welcome to Harbinger Weekly. I'm your host, Kayla Young. Thanks for joining us. Here's a look at what's making news this week in the ICC community. In local news, for the first time, the Peoria Civic Center will host a vintage festival on October 4th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. More than 60 vendors will offer a diverse selection of vintage clothing, collectibles, home goods, and other items. Entry will be free for all those who decide to come. In other local news, this week, Illinois Central College held several events, including the Power Show and Automotive Open House. It was held in the AIT building on Tuesday, featuring hands-on activity contests and demonstration runs. Those interested in automotive technology were able to gain career opportunities and get a better understanding of the automotive department we offer here at ICC. Another event that took place on Tuesday was the Red Cross Blood Drive, which ran from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and collected donations to help the Red Cross reach its goal. Lastly, Tuesday was also Orange Shirt Day, where orange shirts were shown to show support and raise awareness of the Indigenous children killed in residential schools.
In entertainment, Netflix's Bridgerton, created by Chris Van Dusen, has recently had its release date for Season 5. Since the first season, it has quickly cemented itself as a pop culture landmark in the 4 years since its premiere. The Regency-era romance drama broke records when it first debuted on the streamer in 2020 and has only continued its streak with the following seasons. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Season 3, Part 1 drew 2.76 billion minutes of viewing time in the United States. In sports, the men's soccer team, the number 6 Cougars, recently defeated number 11 Lewis and Clark 2-1 on September 27th. The team also had a strong performance earlier in this month, with a 5-1 win over Malcolm X on September 19th and a 1-1 tie against number 8 Miami-Dade on August 30th. The women's team also won 2-1 against Wabash Valley on September 25th, thanks to goals from Tori Morin and Alex Husson. However, they fell to number 18 Lewis and Clark on September 27th. For more information on ICC sports, look out for our sports podcast, Claws Out, starring Teddy Ball and Keegan Busby. And to wrap up today, we have a special interview segment with Brett Wagner, the celebrated stunt actor known as the Lost Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie franchise. He visited Central Illinois recently and spoke with myself, EJ Lutz.
Hey, it's EJ at Horror Fiesta in Peoria, Illinois, and I'm here with someone who's a real fun guy to get hammered with. Brett Wagner.
How are you?
Fine. I'm glad to see you here.
I'm glad to be seen. We get to be old. Yes, it's nice to be seen once in a while.
To my understanding, you've had a career involving both the acting industry and wrestling industry. Is that right?
Yeah, I had a little brief 5 years in the pro wrestling world. I helped run a school called Ultimate Pro Wrestling in Beach, California, where John Cena and Samoa Joe and a bunch of other guys came out of.
So other wrestlers I've spoken to have told me how acting and wrestling kind of go hand in hand, and their careers in both fields have influenced each other.
Of course.
In what ways, what example could you give of how that's happened?
So if you look at guys who were tremendous wrestlers and talkers, The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
Even Stone Cold Steve Austin, Batista, John Cena. And you look at these guys and you see where they are now. They're Samoa Joe's an amazing, has the gift of gab too, and he's going to be the next guy to make the big break. But John Cena, Batista, obviously Dwayne Johnson. Anytime you have to go out and you have to cut promos, or you have to, force a narrative on 1,000 people or 15,000 people, then you get used to that. You're an improv specialist, right? You can, if the Rock can come in here and he can cut a promo on anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, and he can. So that transfers to the screen very easily, and it's once you're making 15,000, 20,000, 100,000 people boo you. What is it when you go in for an audition and there's 5 people there? So
next question is about your role as Leatherface.
Yes.
So you've come to be known as the Lost Leatherface, which is a very unique title. At what point did you start to utilize that title for yourself in your convention appearances? Was that something made by the fans or made by you?
I mean, the fans, because I got cast as Leatherface and late like 2002 or when we refilmed it,
Right.
and then it was I got hurt almost, a week into filming, the first real day of filming. So I never talked about it. I never ever talked about it. And then some of the fans started saying, hey, there was another guy who played Leatherface. And then people started finding out about it, and they started calling me, he's the Lost Leatherface. So
Uh-huh.
I started doing more conventions over the last 4 or 5 years. And sometimes people would say, hey, it's the Lost Leatherface.
So did you have to come around to it, or did you find the name appealing right away?
It's wonderful for anybody to just, some people are like, well, you played Leatherface, doesn't matter. Arrow Videos just put out a new DVD 4K version of the beginning and our 2003, the remake. They do a nice 20-minute interview with me.
Nice.
After Brett Wagner, the Lost Leatherface interview. So it's cool. I'll take it.
You didn't get to complete
Yeah.
the remake, but in the 2009 version of The Crazies, your role of Jesse became
2010, but you're close.
Oh.
Hold on, I'll even show you.
cover of
There,
Fangoria.
Cover of Fangoria from that movie. Yeah.
Your role as Jesse ended up being one of the more notable scenes from the movie.
Yeah, it's
So, do you feel that your notoriety as being Jesse in The Crazies, did that sort of rectify in any way how
well, it helped. It helped me feel better about myself.
Right.
I got hurt on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. 3 days later, they had another actor come in and fill the part, which I understand completely. Once your back goes out, it's gonna. For me, it took a week, and it's a $17 million movie. They don't have a week. But yeah, a week later, I was filming a movie called Puerto Vallarta Squeeze in Mexico with Scott Glenn, and that was pretty cool. Harvey Keitel. So you get over it. I mean, would I have loved to have finished that movie and then gone on to do the beginning? Yeah.
Yeah.
It cost me a lot of money. But more importantly, I'm a horror movie fan, so it's not really about the money for me. It's about
Right.
Very few people can say they played Leatherface in a movie. So
And Leatherface, I take it you were already a big fan of Texas Chainsaw,
100%,
the
yeah.
original, of course. So, and then you also starred in a remake of The Crazies.
Yep.
So, the original The Crazies is a classic, but
it's
not
weird.
quite as well known.
No, it's not, because it's more of a political kind of weird thing. I don't know what Romero was doing on that one, but it's
So, did you know about it already when you were
Yeah,
in
of course, yeah. But when I went into audition, it was acting like a zombie instead of which is weird. But I got the part. Thanks, John Papsadera, who's a big casting director. In fact, how are you doing, John? John casts all of Taylor Sheridan stuff, and great casting director. So yeah, I was very blessed to be able to get that role. And they, you just hope you keep getting them as you get older.
Of course. And speaking of which, do you have any projects that we can look forward to right now?
Yeah, I got a movie I'm going to be doing called Shiners next year in May. I got a movie called Shiver in January, which I'm excited to shoot. And I got Desert Fiends is on Tubi right now. We already shot Desert Fiends 2, which will come out next year. So if people want to follow you, where do they go?
Follow me.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah, they're watching you. But what if they weren't watching and you had to tag me? What do they go do?
my Instagram and my TikTok is EJ_LUTZE. And what's your tag?
Well, you can find me at The Big Schwag, SCHWAG, on Instagram, or just Google Lost Leatherface or Brett Wagner.
To cap things off,
Yes.
for the students at Illinois Central College watching
Yeah.
the Harbinger,
Yeah.
what kind of words of wisdom or advice could you offer to
Are these
our
acting students or?
We have media students, we have music students.
So do everything, right?
Yeah.
Be an entertainer. You're not just subject to being an actor or being a producer. Do everything. I've done radio. I do TV. I've been the voice of a lawnmower company for 21 years, Backboy Mowers. I can host the radio show. I can host the drag racing show. So you do everything because you never know what will stick. Well, we'll end it right now with you. Say goodbye to your friends, your family, and your feeds.
Goodbye, everyone. I guess we are going to go get hammered.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Support this guy.
Thank you.
He's got to spend money on that mustache cream.
I do.
That's all for Harbinger Weekly. I'm Kayla Young. Thanks for joining us. Go Cougars!